insane people. We have our military doctrine that describes the parameters and the conditions for applying nuclear weapons. It contains no escalation for de-escalation point. But you know, the talks about the nuclear war are rife now. And please, I would ask you to be attentive and to look at the statements made and the characters that made those statements. First, Mr. Stoltenberg, being erratic and hectic in his propaganda, indulging in propaganda and wishing to have a liking from the most radical Western forces, said that NATO may do whatever it like, even if it decides to place and station nuclear weapons on Eastern European territories. But you know, first of all, NATO may not decide where to place and deploy the nuclear weapons. It's the US that has it, not NATO. But the hint was indicative. Afterwards, Mr. Zelensky started saying and stating that we will abandon and jettison the non-nuclear obligations and status and acquire the nuclear arms. And don't forget what Jean-Yves Le Drian, the French foreign minister, said. You know, the French national symbol is rooster, is the cock, and he said during another round of his interviews with the world, he reminded Mr. Putin that France also possesses the nuclear arms, and afterwards Madame Truss, the not so long ago appointed foreign secretary, said that she is ready for a conflict between NATO and Russia. And mind your president's statements, Mr. Biden's statements, when responding to a question whether there has been any alternative to the sanctions from hell, so-called, he said that the only alternative is the Third World War, and it only can be a nuclear war. But please mind that it is in the minds of the Western politicians that they keep returning to the nuclear war. It's not in our minds. So we will not allow any provocations to move us out of the equilibrium, shake us out of the equilibrium. But you know, if a real war is waged or unleashed against us, you know, I think those who have those designs and plans are to think what follows, and I think that there are such plans. And now we're moving